Everyday News. My name is Bwanga Mutesser. The headlines. ERB raises fuel pump prices for December. Government suspends dialogue with the Oasis Forum. Copper Queens hold Malawi as Nanyangwa scores first national team goal. And now the news in detail. The Energy Regulation Board of Zambia, ERB, has increased petroleum pump prices from December 2025, citing higher international oil prices and changes in the exchange rate. In a statement issued on Sunday, 30th November 2025, the ERB announced that the price of petrol has gone up by 96 ngwe to 29 kwacha 92 per liter, diesel by 1 kwacha 63 ngwe to 26 kwacha 98 ngwe, kerosene by 1 kwacha 47 ngwe to 24 kwacha 73 ngwe, and jet A1 by 1 kwacha 67 ngwe to 26 kwacha 51 ngwe. The regulator said the adjustments followed the last review conducted on 31st October 2025, adding that the new prices would take effect at midnight and remain in force until the next revision. Airfield fuel prices at international airports have also been revised, with Jet A selling at 26 kwacha 51 per liter at KKI International Airport, Lusaka, that's 29 kwacha 75 ngwe at Mfue, and 27 kwacha 32 ngwe at Harry Mwangan Kumbula Airport in Livingstone, and 26 kwacha 51 ngwe at Simon Mwansaka Pwepwe Airport in Ndola. The ERB noted that the wholesale and pump price build-up details for December review are available on its website. The government has suspended its constitutional reform dialogue with the Oasis Forum after yesterday's scheduled meeting failed to make progress. Attorney General Mulilo Kavesha led the government delegation in what was meant to be a follow-up to last Friday's engagement at State House, chaired by President Hakainde Hichilema. However, government says it became evident that the Oasis Forum was not ready to engage constructively. Officials explained that the forum submitted a letter dated Saturday, 29th November 2025, stating its unwillingness to continue with a genuine dialogue. They add that the forum arrived with the same fixed position it presented on Friday instead of adopting the open-minded approach needed for consensus building. Government further notes that the forum did not identify specific clauses it found problematic, nor did it propose alternatives, making meaningful discussions impossible. Despite the setback, President Hichilema remains committed to inclusive national consultations. Government says the broader constitutional review process will continue with other stakeholders, including those who hold differing views. Authorities also reaffirmed that all legal protocols were followed in forming the technical committee, which has already conducted extensive consultations across all 10 provinces. Government maintains that constitutional amendments remain crucial for promoting equity, inclusive development, and improved governance. The government has dismissed allegations that the ongoing review of the Lands Act is intended to seize customary land from traditional leaders. Speaking during a consultation meeting with Chief Mansa on Monday, the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources Permanent Secretary Patrick Mucheleka said the claims circulating in some sections of society are unfounded and misleading. He stressed that the review seeks to strengthen land governance, improve the efficiency of land allocations, and enhance tenure security while preserving the authority of traditional leaders over customary land. Mr. Mucheleka said proposed amendments to the Land Act, including provisions on vesting on land, recognition of customary tenure, and conservation procedures, are designed to protect community rights and uphold traditional values within the land administration. During the meeting, traditional leaders submitted their recommendations on the future structure of land management. They proposed reducing the current 99-year lease period to what they termed as a more reasonable duration, arguing that lengthy leases undermine community oversight. The chiefs also agreed that the land converted to leasehold should revert to traditional leadership once its tenure expires. Some chiefs further supported granting land to foreign nationals who have become permanent residents within their chiefdoms, saying such individuals contribute to local development. They also called for chiefs' consent letters to be written into the Lands Act, elevating the requirement from an administrative practice to law. Campaign for Safer Alternatives, CASA Chairman Joseph Magero has called on Zambia to draw lessons from Sweden's smoke-free progress, observing that countries aligning tobacco policy with scientific evidence have achieved historic reductions in smoking. He pointed out that a new report titled Tale of Two Nations, Zambia versus Sweden, which he co-authored, offers timely insights as Zambia considers its new tobacco control bill. Magero explained that Sweden has lowered daily smoking prevalence to 5.3% by promoting safer alternatives such as nicotine pouches, snus, and vaping products, a success he attributed to decades of proportionate regulation and transparent public health messaging. He contrasted that with Zambia's current daily smoking rate of 9% and a male smoking prevalence of over 20%. He highlighted that smoking claims nearly 4,000 Zambian lives each year and costs the nation more than 1.5 billion kwacha. Magero explained concern that the proposed bill could hinder progress by equating cigarettes with less harmful alternatives, including cigarette-style warnings on the non-combustible products and flavor bans, which he warned misinformed smokers and discouraged switching. Magero added that international evidence shows flavor bans can lead to stagnant smoking rates and illicit trade, while Sweden differentiates between high and low-risk products and taxes them accordingly, resulting in fewer smokers and a lower disease burden. He concluded that Zambia must adopt evidence-based harm reduction policies to achieve similar success. We take a break, and on our other side, join me for the sports and international news. He pointed out that a new report titled Tale of Two Nations, Zambia versus Sweden, which he co-authored, offers timely insights as Zambia considers its new tobacco control bill. Magero explained that Sweden has lowered daily smoking prevalence to 5.3% by promoting safer alternatives such as nicotine pouches, snus, and vaping products, a success he attributed to decades of proportionate regulation and transparent public health messaging. He contrasted that with Zambia's current daily smoking rate of 9% and a male smoking prevalence of over 20%. He highlighted that smoking claims nearly 4,000 Zambian lives each year and costs the nation more than 1.5 billion kwacha. Magero explained concern that the proposed bill could hinder progress by equating cigarettes with less harmful alternatives, including cigarette-style warnings on the non-combustible products and flavor bans, which he warned misinformed smokers and discouraged switching. Magero added that international evidence shows flavor bans can lead to stagnant smoking rates and illicit trade, while Sweden differentiates between high and low-risk products and taxes them accordingly, resulting in fewer smokers and a lower disease burden. He concluded that Zambia must adopt evidence-based harm reduction policies to achieve similar success. We take a break, and on our other side, join me for the sports and international news.
Zambia. When you come, wherever you are, whether you are in America, you come to visit Zambia, please just go to Google Maps, type Autobest Engineering Group, it will take you where we are. Autobest is a one-stop shop.
Come to Autobest Engineering, where the best is done. If you want to know where we're located along Mosotunya Road, just right at the corner of Pemba Road, Chilende South. If you want to contact us, you can call us on 0977 18 12 73.
Autobest Engineering, doing what we know best.
One Love Radio is a dynamic radio platform that captures the diverse communities across Zambia with an audience of over 6.5 million, with physical satellite stations in Mungu, Mansa, and Lusaka, and frequencies that cover key markets across the nation: Lusaka, Kafue, and Mazabuka. It's an engaging, informative, entertaining journey with programming designed to maintain a dedicated listenership across the country. Get clicking, get listening to One Love Radio today. One Love Radio. Inspiring, touching, life-changing radio.
The Copper Queens played out to a 1-1 draw against Malawi Scorchers in their first match at the ongoing Three Nations tournament. Malawi took the lead in the second half through Rose Gadzere, who fired in a brilliant long-range effort in the 55th minute to break the deadlock. Zambia responded just 10 minutes later thanks to substitute Natasha Nyanyangwe, who headed home a precise cross from Enele Spiri. The equalizer marked Nyanyangwe's first ever goal for the senior national team, earning the Copper Queens a valuable point. The result sets up Zambia's final match of the tournament against Zimbabwe, scheduled for Tuesday. The Copper Queens will be the Copper Queens will be hoping to build on their last performance as they continue the preparations for the upcoming international assignments. Ghana Football Club has finally registered its first victory at the 2025-2026 Zambian Premier League season, ending a frustrating 12-match winless run. The Quito Giants secured a hard-fought 1-0 win over Napsa Stars in their Week 13 fixture, bringing relief to fans that have been eagerly waiting for a turnaround in form. The decisive moment came through Idris Ilunga Bombo, who scored the only goal of the match to hand Kana the much-needed boost as they seek to climb out of the bottom places. The win marks a significant step for the record league champions, who have struggled to find consistency and since the start of the campaign. Meanwhile, Red Arrows continue to dominate the league standings. The Airmen extended their lead at the top of the season, ending a frustrating 12-match winless run. The Quito Giants secured a hard-fought 1-0 win over Napsa Stars in their Week 13 fixture, bringing relief to fans that have been eagerly waiting for a turnaround in form. The decisive moment came through Idris Ilunga Bombo, who scored the only goal of the match to hand Kana the much-needed boost as they seek to climb out of the bottom places. The win marks a significant step for the record league champions, who have struggled to find consistency and since the start of the campaign. Meanwhile, Red Arrows continue to dominate the league standings. The Airmen extended their lead at the top of to 28 points after a 1-1 draw against Konkola Blades. Zalako remain in second position as the league enters a crucial phase heading into the festive period. Now
responsible for this, so a large manhunt underway as we speak.
As you say, sadly, mass shootings are very common in the US, but whenever something like this happens, it does raise the issue of gun control, and there are, in California, some of the country's tightest gun controls, aren't there? Yeah, they are some of the toughest gun controls within the US, but there have been a number of challenges over the years to the right to have guns and to have weapons. So that's a debate that inevitably takes place when these shootings happen on a regular basis. But as I say, the fact this happened at a child's birthday party, people coming together.
Brings us to the end of the main news, but before we go, a recap of the headlines. ERB raises fuel pump prices for December. government suspends dialogue with Oasis Forum. Copper Queens hosts Malawi as Nanyangwe scores first national team goal. Thank you for watching. Enjoy the rest of our programming. God bless you.
This is Breaking Free.
I have to say, mental health was not my first choice.
Okay.
So this is my second career. I was very fortunate when I came out of school. I went into a career in marketing, advertising and sales.
Because I was a pastor and a businessman. So every time when I go for business dinners with my clients, some of them would say, no, just drink a little bit of wine.
Yeah. So again, if we are focused on areas that are negative, we are focused on our anxieties, it's going to perpetuate negativity. Remember that you have worth, you are worth it, and you are loved.
If you are a prostitute and you condemn yourself, you beat yourself down, go to church anyway. If you're a criminal, you're a robber, and you think what you're doing is not right, go to church anyway. If at any time you drink, you smoke, and you condemn yourself for that, go to church anyway, because church was meant for you and I, because we are both sinners. On Breaking Free, we hope that one day Zambia shall be sober.
So won't you pray?